lost connection as soon as I went live. All right, guys, here we are in beautiful Alcatraz Island, the prison of prisons. Here's a dark little hallway. So if you're incarcerated back in the 30s, in the 40s and the 50s in San Francisco, Alcatraz is the spot you would be, guys. Check out these cells. Super tiny. Got about 3 rows right here. And just row after row of cells, and here's where the guards would be. Hold on a second, guys. Let's try and be careful with the connection around here. We are on an island out here in San Francisco, so let's continue our tour. Be careful with the connection around here. We are on an island out here in San Francisco, so let's continue our tour here. Oh man, I lost connection. All right, guys, sorry about the connection. I'm gonna try and make sure I can find it in the building where I can, because we are on an action, baby. That sucks. All right, guys, looks like the connection's back up. All right, guys, let's see if that'll help with the connection right there. I switched up a few things on the phone, but we are on an island out here in the middle of San Francisco, so hopefully we can keep the connection going, guys. This is Alcatraz, some of the cells here. As you can see, super tiny. We got a few rows, about 3 floors of cells here. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco. This is what the inside of Alcatraz looks like, guys. See those crazy bars on all the windows. Pretty gnarly. So if you're a bad dude, back in the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, out in Frisco, out there robbing banks, this is where you be. Stuck in one of these little cells. Let's get some of this history on here. James, I haven't heard any strange noises, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few ghosts running around here. I saw earlier that 3 guards had lost their lives. OMG, yep, Alcatraz in San Fran. 3 guards had lost their lives in the entire life of this prison over here, which I don't consider to be too bad. 2 of them were during one riot, and another was during an escape, so that kind of makes sense. Nice, OMG. Patrick, if I see her around here somewhere, maybe her dad should be up in here, huh? You're welcome, James. Perla, we're over here at Alcatraz in beautiful San Francisco. OMG, Sandra, thank you for the follows.
How many?
2.
2? And we're the second person?
Down there.
No problem, 1 second. Where are you all visiting from?
Los Angeles.
LA, where in LA you from?
Norwalk.
Ah, golf and stuff.
Yes.
And
Hey, there you go. You got it.
Renewed Acorn for Thai food, and then there's the Baja tacos. And the Green Line.
Really?
And the second person right here with the...
You know what? Baby. We'll just let a few people go before us real quick. Looks like they're kind of keeping everything from COVID. 216, I've never been to Old Mansfield, but this is Alcatraz over here in San Fran. Tommy, thank you for that follow. WST, thank you for the follow, guys. Sibo, this is Alcatraz out here in San Fran, so this is how they did it back in the day in the 50s.
The second person right here?
40s, right here.
Golf and
Yes.
stuff.
Norwalk, that's right.
And the Green Line.
All right, guys, we're continuing our tour here.
Laying pause, volume on the side.
Getting the audio tour set up, but we'll be doing our own tour here. As we continue on, let's take a quick little look out here and see what we can see. There's the beautiful San Francisco Bay, guys. I don't know if you can see that.
Fear has no place in this dojo, does it? No such thing.
That's right.
Is there a problem, Johnny?
There will be no mercy. No mercy. Beautiful Alcatraz in San Francisco.
You're all right,
What?
Russo.
Thank you. Father of the Girl, yeah, there's some beautiful views of San Francisco. The whole city out here, we're definitely gonna check that out. Titus, yeah, we're on Alcatraz. Checking it out right now, doing our tour. Elna, what's up in Belgium? Hope you're having a great time. OMG, thank you for that recommendation. I'm gonna have to look into it if I get some time. Turns out there's so much to do in Frisco, guys, that I've been here for about a day and a half now, and I feel like I'm already running out of time. I took an electric scooter through Golden Gate Park this morning. It was gorgeous. A beautiful ride from Union Square. Took about a half hour. We'll see if we can find that Al Capone suite. Mary, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Here's what one of the cells looked like. Thank you guys. What up, Fort Wayne, Indiana? Out of the depths. I'm not sure they're not allowing me to blink at this moment. Tickets were about $80. I did buy them ahead of time, so you want to make sure, just in case. It seems pretty popular. The boats were still pretty packed on their way out here. And as you can see, this is how tiny the cells used to be. So you had yourself a little sink, a little toilet, a little bed, and that's about it. Kia, thanks for that follow. Appreciate it. What up, Yair? Matt, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Faye, there apparently was a couple escape attempts. A couple dudes did try and swim for it before, but taking the boat ride out here, there's no way they made it, guys. That's for sure. The current is just way too crazy. Didi, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Tony, RJ, appreciate the follows, guys. We're over here in Alcatraz prison. Was shut down since the 60s. Taking the audio tour, but I'll be doing the audio tour even though I don't know nothing about this place. Here's the audio tour right here, just in case you're interested. Homeless Dude, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Michael, thank you for that follow, guys. We're gonna take a tour through this prison nice and slow so everybody can get a little view of the different little cells here. Hopefully our reception stays good. We are on an island out here in San Francisco with some beautiful views of the bay and the city. So when we get to the outside, we'll definitely try and show some of that. But right now we're just working our way through. All right, guys, I had to come back outside real quick to pick the connection back up. Sorry about that. But here's the view of the bay out of one of the exits out of this prison. I'll go back in there in a second, but we are on an island with a bunch of stone walls around us, but that is the Golden Gate Bridge over there in the background. I don't know if you can see that right there. Let me take a quick little walk of this yard area where they used to do some time. And then we'll try and go back inside. Hopefully we'll have some better luck with the connection. I got a feeling some of these stone walls are a little bit too thick maybe in certain areas. Who knows what else they got going on. But here's the courtyard in Alcatraz prison. Sandra, nah man, it's out here. I'm just on an island. John Sadie, thank you for the follow. Option, no war zone. It used to be a war zone. We're in Alcatraz prison. Taking a quick little tour. Real quick to see what's going on over there. Then we'll jump back in and see some of the cells. But there are a few dead cells before I lose the connection, so that's a bummer. to the roof. I'm not sure that's allowed. Josie, thank you for that follow. Blue Eye Doll. All right, let me try and speak up a little bit. You got to wear a mask around here, and the wind is definitely picking up. Oh, nice. Okay, option. Lila, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Oh, this is a cool little door to pop out of, guys. This is Alcatraz and Bird Island, apparently. And that is San Francisco. In the background. So while you were incarcerated, just a mile inland, you get to hear all the party going on there. Marty, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Option, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Sven, what's up in New Zealand? Rob, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. That is the San Francisco Bridge, or the Golden Gate Bridge, sorry. I'll be crossing over that bad boy tomorrow. I got my little hop-on big bus tour ready to go. So just a quick little view of San Francisco off of Alcatraz. And let's go see if we can jump back in the prison, guys. We'll see if maybe we can have better connection issues right now. But this was the yard where the inmates would come out, I guess, do their time playing basketball, handball, whatever it was that they had out here. You can see this looks like an old baseball field. A couple bases. Good guys in Australia. How you doing? You guys? Net, thank you for the follows. Appreciate it, guys. Sean, Mato, you guys are awesome. Jado, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's super windy out here, guys. We're on the rock in Alcatraz. Let me speak up a little bit. You gotta wear a mask the whole time you're out here. But this is just a view of the yard. Off of one of the doors. We'll go inside right now and check out some cells. If I lose connection, don't worry. I'll try and pop back out in a couple seconds. So if it freezes up on me, you guys kind of know what's happening. There's a few little dead zones in there, depending on where you're at. I definitely lose everybody, so let's go ahead and take that gamble, guys. Wait for them to take their picture. See the tall walls with the fences. There was no getting out. And even if you got out, guys, you're not swimming to land. That current is vicious. That's right, Diggy. We're out here in Alcatraz. Aloha, Maria. Flicks, Ego. Thank you guys for the follow. Appreciate it. Jizzle, yeah. Looks like we missed each other by a day. Well, this is super cool. Get a nice little view of the bay real quick before we pop in. Golden Gate Bridge. Looks like we missed each other by a day. Well, this is super cool. Get a nice little view of the bay real quick before we pop in. Golden Gate Bridge. Alright guys, we'll see if we can check out the little cafeteria area. I'll keep an eye on the connection. See how long we can stay in here. Alright guys, looks like the connection came back in this room. That's kind of shocking. This is the kitchen. Drop, thank you for that follow, appreciate it. Harder, yeah, we're in Alcatraz in San Francisco, guys. This is the prison kitchen. So this is where all the food was made for all the inmates. There you go, you can see that's where they had to keep all the knives and stuff so they didn't lose nothing. What up, lady love? Logan, thank you for the follow. Fami, thank you for the follow. Lady Love, we're in Alcatraz prison in San Francisco. It took about a 20-minute boat ride to get out here. We had our tickets in advance. Aloha, I'm gonna go inside. But the connection is in and out, so if I lose y'all, I'm gonna go try and get to where I need to. so we can pop back on, but it's a little iffy right here. Let me go ahead and return that. Thank you for the audio tour since we're not using that. Looks like this goes back out to the museum store on the outside, so let's just pop under that
Let's find the recreation.
and just go where we go. All right, here's basically the block of cells. Let's go check out D block, guys. Moose, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Donald, thank you for the follow. Hopefully the connection stays good here, guys. Lucy, this is Alcatraz prison in San Francisco. As you can see, we got about 3 floors of cells. This one actually looks pretty big compared to the other ones. You can see your toilet, sink in the bed, and that's it. And then outside your cell, you had a beautiful view of the guards that were keeping an eye on you on each floor, who were armed, the only ones with guns. And right here you can see where the guards would keep an eye on you. And this is for the muzzle of their gun, just in case anybody's making a daring escape here on Alcatraz, in which there have been a few escape attempts. I'm not sure where the Al Capone cell is, guys. We'll see if maybe we can work our way over to it. I'm kind of just taking the audio tour path and checking out all the cool little things here. Try not to be too disruptive since everybody's listening to their tours. Well, these are some of the bad dudes that stay here. And this is where they were housed, guys. Corny, we're in Alcatraz, right here in San Francisco. And these right here are the solitary confinement cells, guys. So if you were really tripping out in prison, they would throw you in one of these. So it's basically a cell within a cell. You see that? This is your outer door. This is your inner door. So you go in there, they shut that door, then they shut that door. Pitch black, you have no light for 23 hours a day. All you got is a toilet. Well, all you had was a toilet. And solitary. And you had your hour of yard time. Yeah, shit, fuck being locked in here. That'll make you lose your mind. One of the prisoners told an interesting story that when he would do solitary, he would rip a button off his jacket. And since it's pitch black in there, he would just throw it. And spend all the time he could trying to look for it. And as soon as he found that button, he would just throw it again, just something to keep his mind occupied while he's in pretty much solitary, trying to keep himself from going crazy. JM, thank you for that follow, appreciate it. Ayala, thank you for that follow. Alif, Lee, Rocco, thank you guys for the follow, appreciate it. Fine, yeah, I don't smell any blood, but there are some strange noises coming around from some of these cells. Some weird oohs and ahs, that's for sure. So maybe there are a few ghosts flying around here. Derek, thank you for that follow, appreciate it. Martin, we're over here in Alcatraz in San Francisco. It's an old prison that was shut down back in the 60s because there was apparently inhumane conditions going on around here. I don't know, maybe you can kind of get that vibe from looking at some of this. Doggy Anna, thank you guys for the follow and the share. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's got to be some haunts around here somewhere. Although I don't know how many people lost their lives here, guys. I know 3 officers. But that's kind of about it. And here's kind of what a typical cell back in the day would look like. A little bit decorated. You got your pack of cigarettes, your ashtray, little ball of yarn. Sorry about the glare. There's a glass right here. You could do a little bit of artwork to pass the time, but that's about it. And that was your day back on Alcatraz in 1930 to 1960-ish. Maybe play some dominoes, the accordion. There you go. George Guy, thank you guys for the follows. Appreciate it. Naya, USA. We're in Alcatraz prison in San Francisco. And check out this little cell right here next to this one in just a second. Luckily our connection's holding out nicely. We were losing it earlier because we are on an island surrounded by a bunch of stones, so it is a little bit tough, but let's see if we can get a nice little view of this. Fly Guy, I'm not sure. I'm gonna check right now and see what some of the cells are, but that's what it would look like right there. Bert, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Andy Teresa. Larry, we're in Alcatraz in San Francisco. Taking a quick tour around. It's about a 20-minute ride from the mainland. We're checking out the inside and some of the cells. Let's check out the visitation area. There we go. That's if you needed to talk to your loved ones. As you can see, everywhere you go, you're being watched through these windows, and you will be shot. They didn't play no games out here on Alcatraz. They did have a riot, so that's definitely understandable. Here's the utility corridor, guys. Here's where one of the escapes happened. They went through the utility corridor, which is kind of the cross space between cells, kind of jumped into there and made it to the roof of the building. So just to give you an idea, that's the lower cells. It happened. My wife, guys, taking the audio tour. She just got lost. Go to the last place you remember it, like, being correct.
I don't know. I had to go this
Left or right? Hold on, guys. Trying to help my wife figure out the audio tour. Did you ever make it to the courtyard outside? Because that's part of it. To the courtyard outside? So, sorry about that, guys. That's the cells right there. This is the little crawl space where they escaped from. Dunked to the back. HXC, you're welcome, guys. No problem. And here is the other side of the cells, right? So during that prison escape, the dudes basically just dug in through the back of that wall. You see that grate right there? Remove that. Dig into the back. They got into this utility corridor. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see, guys, but it's basically just like piping. And they made it to the roof of the building. Didn't fully escape, but they sure as hell gave it a shot, guys. Yes, we are in Alcatraz, Teddy. Kelly, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Ned. Here we go, guys, and we'll show you the escape cell right here. As you can see, they used dummy heads to look like they were sleeping. Thank you for the roses, Dennis. I appreciate it. So that's what the guards saw. They thought the prisoner was still sleeping. When little did they know, they had dug out the back right there. Through the vent, chiseled away, took their sweet time. And once they had made it through the back of their first floor cell here, they had gotten into this utility corridor. Bam. In which they accessed the roof of the building, guys. And that was one of the escape attempts. out here on Alcatraz in beautiful San Francisco. Kraus, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yanni, thank you. Mal, yeah, that's a pretty gangster-ass escape right there, man. There was one escape where they pretty much made it and used some of their clothes as float-till, to help them float in the water and build a raft, but nobody knows what happened to a couple of those inmates. But let me tell you something, you can't swim out there. If you don't have a boat, you ain't going nowhere. So here's his buddy in the neighboring cell who also escaped. So they both had it planned. I don't know, guys. You guys are starting to freak me out with all this ghost talk, guys. Tava Coolio, thank you for the follows. Appreciate it. If there's any evil out here, guys, it's kind of pretty much the humankind, though, I would say. But we'll see. Maybe there'll be some wild tapping. But check out these cell doors. Solid. Oh, maybe not as solid as I thought, but that's not going to open. It almost kind of looks like those vents were a little bit too easy to dig out of, huh? Make the escape possible. If anything, it looks like the hardest part about getting out of Alcatraz, or out of the cell at least, was creating that dummy head. And here's what an empty cell looks like. Cherry Blossom, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Teresa, thank you for the rose. So you can see, pretty basic, guys. Didn't have too much going on. Not here on Alcatraz. Francisco, thank you for the follow. And here's what it looks like, guys. It's pretty much 3 rows of cells. We'll go in this direction now, guys. But yeah, so that's some of the cells that one of the famous escapes from Alcatraz prison occurred in. We'll just take one quick last little look while we're here. They dug through the grate in the back. Used fake heads to make it look like they were sleeping, and made it to the roof of the prison. Did not fully escape though, guys. The guards definitely, I'm not going to say we're on their A game, but they were on their A- game. And there has been no confirmed escapes from Alcatraz. One man did escape, in which they never found, but that was more or less just didn't find his body because he made it to the water, but there's no way he would have made it. It's freezing. This is nothing like Southern California where I'm from. The water out here, yikes. Even the weather, it's a lot windier and colder than I expected.
Yeah, let's go.
Alex, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Jennifer. Christopher, I do believe they dug out of their cells with a spoon. Some sort of sharp object. But as you can see, those grates right there that they popped through, literally right on the other side of that utility corridor, which they made it to.
That's where they
Which I don't know if you can see right there, guys. They popped out through the back right here and then went up to the roof. So that definitely tightened up security around here. And we have the locking mechanism here for the cell doors. So you would open this up, lock it. And this entire row of cell doors pretty much all connected through this right here. This little lever right here. So when you pull on that locking mechanism, all these cell doors on this floor would open and close. So imagine that ominous sound every time you get in your cell. You hear that guard pull that lever and just, you know you're not going nowhere. Unless you got yourself your trusty spoon and then know how to dig through that little grate back there. Yes, guys, we're in Alcatraz out here in San Francisco. Fabian, thank you for the follow. We're doing a quick little tour out here. It was about a 20-minute boat ride. Sonia, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Got our tickets ahead of time just in case. More than anything. All right, guys. We'll see if we can head back out the other way. Here's the outside of Alcatraz. Looks like we pretty much made it to the end of the tour. I think this is gonna go over this way to the dock where we gotta catch our boat to get back to the mainland San Francisco, the San Francisco Bay. But there you go, that's a little guard tower right there. Another old building. Beautiful view of the bay, well, the ocean. I think the bay's on the other side. I'm not quite sure, I'm not from here, but beautiful city, guys. All right, and that is Alcatraz. All right, guys, well, thank you for joining me on this live. I appreciate it. Hit that follow button. You guys are awesome. Hope you enjoyed the tour. It's my second time at Alcatraz, but I kind of just winged it, you know what I mean? So hopefully you guys found it interesting. Hopefully you liked it. And I appreciate everybody watching. Hit that follow button, and I'll see you guys next time.